years back, I also succeeded with my daughter to progress to finish her studies. And further to that, I could write a book and I got a tag for an author. So this whole thing, as I realized, when I was feeling stuck and when I believed the only success was meant from the corporate world, was not it was, and it was much more than, I connected to my core and I kind of thrived and grew on it. The second pillar after SAP is chit. That means to be present what you are doing. And I learned this in a real hard way. It was one of those tough days. I had a major client issue. So at a dinner table, I was struggling with my 2-3 phones on with a client call and an email happening with my team. I was figuring out to respond and what went wrong. At the same time, I was at the dinner table with my daughter. And there were 2 big learnings that happened that day. My daughter saw me doing all this, and my daughter kind of called out, "Mama, Mama, Mama," and I was kind of a little irritated. So I kind of gave it back to her because I thought she should realize that I am kind of occupied. And she said, "Mama," so I kind of gave her attention again, and she said, "Mama, you're here, but you're not here." And that really hit me hard. That means I realized there are so many times I'm physically present there, but mentally, emotionally not present. That means I'm absent there. And as I realized that, my daughter, I was still struggling to kind of work on this and internalize this, and my daughter said, "Mama, ek aur baat bolo." And I said, "What is it?" Because it had already hit me. She said, "If you shout like this, no, Mama, nobody will listen to you." And trust me, Terry, it had already hit me, and this was a tight slap on my face from my daughter to make me realize in the whole jungle when I thought I'm very successfully moving, oh, I am not even being present and enjoying myself, whereas I'm not even able to add on to happiness into other people's life. And that was a time when I had made conscious effort to be in the present in whatever I'm doing. Be it in my client meetings, be it coaching my clients for next potential growth, be it doing my talks, I would give my maximum attention out there. And trust me, the kind of peace and productivity that has brought in, there's nothing like it. There's an immense pleasure and a growth that you receive when you are in the present. So your conscious awareness of the present is very, very important. You will see phenomenal rise. And this was another learning which I had when I did my Vipassana. I'm sure all of you have heard about Vipassana, which Mr. Goenka had started. One of the most powerful things. It is about being in the present, being experiencing what you are. And when you're in the present, the way you focus, you will realize there's so much that you realize and you learn from that. The third pillar, Anand. What does Anand mean?
Joy.
Joy. हर चीज में खुशी ढूंढना, हर चीज में खुशी एक्सपीरियंस करना, right? So Anand is all about being in the moment to enjoy your present self. And this was something which I again learned when when I was going through some personal turmoils in my life, and I think I was just sitting. I had seen one old couple who were really enjoying being in each other's company. It was not that they were sitting in a BMW or they kind of sitting in a 5-star or anything, but they were in the moment enjoying, laughing, being with each other. And I realized they are not waiting for that one moment in life कि जब हम ये करेंगे, जब हमको इतना पैसा मिलेगा, when somebody will do this for me, yes, I will enjoy. They were actually living the life in the moment there and there. And it was such a powerful thing is to enjoy what you're doing. And if you kind of all do this together, which is the Satchit Anand, you realize it's about knowing your truth, knowing your core values, accepting the way you are, being in the present, which is your chit, and enjoying what you have, what you're doing. You know, when we talk about balancing, what's the best example of balancing? हमने बचपन से क्या देखा है? Seesaw? Yeah? We've always seen, we've played seesaw. And there are never a position you've ever held completely flat where both of us or both the kids would have been at the same position. Let me tell you, The balancing equation, do not ever try to get. You will never be able to get the right equation in the balance. But what's really important is how well you integrate that whole balance and you enjoy those moments to make the maximum out of it. The way you integrate your life across, the way you try to balance things across and live those moments makes all the difference. So, Satchit Anand is just not an ancient concept. It's a practical tool to help you navigate your current life, to help you thrive better in your life, and to make life to the best. It's as simple as living in the moment mindfully and joyfully to make the most out of it. So, iske baad na, stop looking at the balance. There would be some days when your family will need more time. There would be some days when your work may need more time. There would be some days when you need more time. So take that time to pause, reflect, and figure out when you feel you're stuck. Get your answers to yourself. The more you stay in present, connected with your core, trust me, you will find great progress and miracles happening from there. And I always say, make your life to the best, accept what comes across. There are sometimes you cannot fight, but the faster you accept it and deal with it, you will be able to progress. The acceptance and the choice is just in your hands, and you decide how you want to lead your life and what kind of progress you want to create for yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your insights, gave a new perspective to this topic. It was truly engaging. And now I would like to call Ms. Swati Tiwari ma'am for the next round.